30. We'll go ahead and get started. Right now I'm just a voice behind the camera, so I can go ahead and lead everything. But my name is Brooke, and today our leader is Dave Jacobs. Dave is the DTS Assistant Vice President Business Ops and the Interim Vice President Peaks Applications. So Dave, thank you so much for being our leader today. We'd love to hear a little bit more about your role with Intermountain, and then you can just go ahead and hop right into your well-being moment.
Great. Thank you, Brooke. Yeah, I've been at Intermountain. It'll be 17 years next month. Before that, I started at United. Well, I didn't start, but I came from United Health Group, where I spent nearly a decade. So I've been in healthcare for almost 27 years. So it's been a great journey. I have been the chief of staff. They call it DTS AVP of Business Ops. For the CIO or CDIO for the entire time I've been here. In May, we had some leadership transitions, and I picked up an interim role pending us rebuilding some leadership from some changes that have happened in DTS. So I get to work across and up with a lot of folks throughout Intermountain. So I've been able to build some great relationships with leaders all over Intermountain, and I've really appreciated that from the mentoring that they've given me and from the experiences that have come from that. So with that, I'd like to just transition into a live well message. As I thought about this, this is something that is near and dear to my heart, especially as I get older. I need to be more mindful of how I take care of myself. So I'd like to talk a little bit about emotional wellness. It's hard to believe, for me anyway, that we're coming up on the 5-year mark from when we started to focus on the COVID virus. As I look back, I'm incredibly proud to remember and recall all the amazing work done by so many caregivers across the world and at Intermountain. Our roles are incredibly rewarding, as you all know, yet they can also be emotionally demanding. Today, I just want to take a few minutes to focus on the importance of emotional wellness, especially for us as caregivers in the healthcare field. How essential is it that we prioritize our emotional health to continue providing the best care to our patients and support to our caregiver colleagues? Emotional wellness for me involves not only the awareness and understanding of our own emotions, but also the ability to manage and express them in healthy ways. It's about feeling good about who we are, having healthy relationships with others. As caregivers, to me, maintaining emotional wellness is crucial because it influences our ability to provide that empathetic and compassionate care regardless of where we work at Intermountain Health. So let me just share just a few strategies that I've found that can help enhance emotional wellness. Number 1, mindfulness and meditation. Just taking a few minutes each day to practice mindfulness or meditation, for me, has significantly reduced stress and helped, I believe, increase my emotional resilience. Number 2, seeking support. Reaching out to our peers, our caregiver peers, supervisors, or a mental health professional when we need someone to talk to, because building that support network can be vital. 3, journaling. Writing down our thoughts and feelings can be a powerful way to process emotions and gain perspective. 4, self-compassion. Being kind to ourselves, acknowledging it's okay to make mistakes and we're doing our best in a demanding environment. And 5, balancing work and life. Striving, and I have to work on this continually, but striving to maintain a healthy work-life balance and engaging in activities that bring me joy and relaxation outside of work is really key. I want to just spend just a minute on mindfulness meditation, focus on that one. The American Psychological Association stated that meditation can be defined in many ways, but a simple way to think of it is training our attention to achieve a mental state of calm concentration and positive emotion. Mindfulness is one of the most popular meditation techniques, and it has 2 main parts. 1 is attention, and 2 is acceptance. The attention piece is about tuning into our own experiences to focus on what's happening in the present. It involves directing our awareness to breath, our thoughts, physical sensations, and the feelings we're experiencing. Acceptance, on the other hand, involves observing those feelings and sensations without any judgment. Instead of responding or reacting to thoughts and feelings, We note them and we let them go. Mindfulness is about living in the present and being intentional. Resilience, on the other hand, is defined as bouncing back from those adverse life events or recovering quickly from difficulties. Resilience is related to characteristics that allow us to thrive after an adverse event, like COVID. There's really four different types of resilience that I've found. Number one is physical. That's the ability of our body to maintain stamina and face those challenges. And unfortunately, as I found, physical resilience can decline with age. Two is emotional resilience, or the ability to regulate our emotions when faced with stressful or unexpected events. Three is mental resilience, or the ability to handle crises and learn how to deal with the challenges that seem to pop up periodically in our lives. And finally, there's social resilience, which is the ability to handle and recover from events such as we're in the midst of political, social, and economic problems. Mindfulness practice definitely can lead to changes in our brain. It can rewire our brain to function differently than it did before. Mindfulness for me helps improve my emotional well-being, particularly when I'm undergoing stressful situations or dealing with any sort of other condition, anxiety or otherwise. For me, mindfulness is the intentional awareness of the present. You can honestly build resilience, become more self-aware, and reduce that stress by practicing mindfulness. For me, that's like taking 5 minutes out and just meditating or clearing my thoughts. It becomes easier with practice. And so everything from deep breathing to progressive muscle relaxation has helped. Incorporating all of these strategies into my daily routine has made a difference. For example, starting my day with that mindfulness exercise or taking a moment at the end of the day to reflect on what went well. Also would encourage open communication within all of our caregiver teams to foster a supportive environment. It's okay to take breaks and step away when we need a slight recharge. As we continue to navigate the challenges of our profession, let's prioritize our emotional wellness. By doing so, we'll not only improve our own quality of life, but will enhance our capacity to care for those who depend on us. Thank you to each of you for your dedication and compassion to all we serve as we help fulfill Intermountain's mission of helping people live the healthiest lives possible. Let's continue to support each other and strive for emotional wellness in our daily lives. Stay well, everyone, and thank you for a few minutes.
Dave, thank you so much. That was so inspiring. I feel ready to go take on the day and incorporate some of those challenges to focus on my emotional wellness. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I love to hear also in the chat if any one of those 5 stood out to anybody, the mindfulness, journaling, any of those things. So thank you so much, Dave. I appreciate that. We are going to jump into the physical wellness portion here now with our Stretch with the Leader. So again, Dave, if you want to leave your camera on, you can. If not, thank you again. My name is Brooke. Let's go ahead and bring our legs out wide. We'll take a big inhale, scrunch your shoulders up, tense everything up. Big inhale, breathe a little deeper, and exhale, let it all go. Maybe close your eyes for the second one if you didn't for your first. Big inhale. Scrunch everything up, your shoulders, your back, your abs, everything tight. And big audible exhale through the mouth. Stand here, continue with your legs wide, and tilt your head backwards. Maybe keep your eyes closed if that feels good. You're just going to lean backwards. And one really fun thing to do while your head is back, make sure shoulders are relaxed, is to maybe open and close your jaw here. When you close it, you can feel the front of your neck and your jaw stretch. Now connect your breath to your body. Inhale. Exhale as you tilt your head forward. Now this time, bring your head forward. We're going to add in our hands. So interlace your fingers in front of you. Elbows are wide. You're going to find the blade edge of your hands. Tilt your head backwards. And now press gently with the blade edge onto your jaw. Find that stretch on the front of your jaw and the front of your neck. Keep your hands interlaced. Inhale. On your exhale, tilt your head forward and gently place your hands on the back of your head. Just use the weight of your arms to pull your head down. Don't add any extra pressure, just let the weight do the work. If you want, you can add a slight look to the right or a slight look to the left. Release your hands, come back center, shake it out. You're going to take your left hand grab onto your right wrist. Keep your legs wide. Pull that wrist over to the left and maybe tilt your head to look up, making sure that your shoulders are stacked, your hips are stacked. Add a nice little tug. And come back up, switch sides. So right hand grabs left wrist, pull over to the left, or pull over to the right. Maybe tilt your head up, keep your shoulders stacked, grounding deeply into all four corners of your feet. Come back up. We're going to do the same thing on each side, but we're going to add our legs this time. So left hand grabs your right wrist, and you're going to step your right leg in front of your left. Pull over towards the left. That should feel a little deeper on that whole right side of your body. Again, keeping your shoulders and your hips stacked. And step your right leg out, switch sides. Grab your left wrist, left leg in front of right. Tilt over, keep your hips and shoulders stacked. Add a nice little tug. Look up towards the sky. And come back up through the middle. Walk your legs out wide. We're just going to take some slight lunges into each side. So slight lunge into the left side, come back up, lunge into the right. We're going to add some dynamic movement here until we settle into one of our sides. So maybe one more time each side. Add your breath in, inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Land on your left side. Take your hands, press them on top of your thighs. Your toes are still facing forward. Your chest is down, your hips are back. And maybe play here with the placement of your weight in your body. You should feel the change between your inner thighs stretching and your hips stretching. If you want, you can go all the way down. If you go down, you have the option to place your hands on the ground and maybe tilt your toes to face up. Go a little deeper into the stretch. Gently press to come all the way back up, switch sides. Lean into your right side, hands onto your thighs, chest forward, hips back. Your toes face forward for now. And again, play with the placement here. See how that stretches your inner thighs versus your hips. Find what feels good. If you want, you can go all the way down, fingers to the ground. You have the option to rotate your toes to face up if you take it all the way down. Again, connect with your breath. Just as Dave said, connecting with our breath and our body helps us be present in the moment. It's very good for us to have these breaks. Gently press to come all the way back up. Slide your legs together so they are hip-width apart in parallel. Swing your arms back and forth, giving yourself a nice little slap on the back. And on the next one, hold your arms out. Inhale, slide your arms back behind your chest line, chest up. And exhale, round forward, give yourself a hug. One more inhale out. And one more exhale forward. This time, switch your arms again. We're going to do an eagle pose with our arms. So stack your left elbow on top of your right and swap your hands around so that your palms are touching. Keep your shoulders down, keep your legs hip width. Slide your elbows up higher, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Now in this position, think about pressing your palms together and pressing your elbows together. You'll feel that stretch in the top of your back. You can keep pressing, maybe slide your hands up higher, dropping your shoulders. This feels really good, especially if you're hunched forward a lot at work or sitting at a desk. And release. Switch sides, so you'll take your right elbow on top of your left, swap your hands around, and you might find some more flexibility on one side than the other. I always do, so that's okay. Relax your shoulders, slide your elbows up to at least around chin height. Press into your elbows and into your palms. Feel that stretch in the back. Keep a soft bend in your knees, keep your hips tucked. Connect to your breath, inhale. And exhale, press even tighter. Go ahead and release. We'll just do one more stretch together. So interlace your hands behind your back. If that's hard, if that's difficult, you can always find a towel or a sweatshirt and hold on for a little bit of support, or if you have yoga bands or something. But interlace your hands behind your back. Stretch your arms straight. Keep a soft bend in your knees. Tuck your hips underneath. Slide your arms up a little higher. And if you want, you can take the full forward fold here. So keep going with your arms higher. Release your head and your jaw. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Now release your hands. Grab your opposite elbows. Maybe bend and extend your knees. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Take a soft bend in your knees, palms on your thighs. Roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Head is heavy, last to lift, and that is it. Thank you so much for being here today. Let me get you your code. Dave, thank you again for the inspiration. That was wonderful.